Hey there, this is Prentice, and what I want to do in this video is give you a quick movement prep sequence, a simple movement prep sequence that you can do for your upper body to help you prepare for an upper body dominant workout. Like I said, you can use this on the front end or the tail end of your training just to get your brain warmed up to the idea that you're going to put the body through its paces for that day. And as we speak, you can see I'm in my garage here, and I'm getting ready to start a little training before I hop on an airplane. So to do this, we're going to need a few tools. You're going to need a foam roller. You're going to need a club. This particular brand is from this is Onnit. But you can use rolling pin, anything relatively light resistance that you can use for some dynamic movement drills for your shoulder. And we have a couple of light kettlebells, and for your comfort, you may use an exercise mat. So as we're going through this movement prep, we're going to do this sequence. We're going to roll, then we're going to stretch, and then we're going to move. Now, movement's going to take place in a couple of steps. After we finish the stretching exercises, what we're going to do is just do kind of a joint-specific movement drills, taking the shoulder through all of its ranges of motion with the club. And then we're going to take the kettlebell, light kettlebell, and do an exercise that integrates the shoulder into a pattern that's used for the entire body. And then do this in the front of your workout to prepare. For the shoulder, we're going to place this on the floor, place the foam roller on the floor, and we're going to find the outside border of the shoulder blade. And just get down here. Find the little tender point. Hold it. Now, for the purposes of the video, I'm going to move through this quickly, but ideally you want to hold this for about 30 seconds. As you become more advanced, you can kind of make an arm wrestling movement just to get that arm mobile. Now we're going to switch sides. And it's important, as you're foam rolling, there are a couple of contraindications, circumstances that you would not foam roll. And that's if you never want to foam roll directly over a blood vessel, you never want to foam roll over a superficial nerve to the point of where you get some tingling or you actually cause pain, and definitely not over open injuries. If you have conditions where you don't heal properly, getting some arm wrestling movements here as I talk. If you have conditions where you don't heal properly, you definitely don't want to roll on that. Now we're going to go to the chest. I'm showing this variation on the floor. You can, of course, use a tennis ball or a baseball and get on the wall. So what I'm going to do here is place this on the chest muscle right near, on the outside part of the chest muscle, right near the shoulder muscle. I'm going to prop my head up with my free fist and hold it. Now, what I'm doing here with the arm that I'm stretching is I'm sweeping the floor, just kind of moving that arm around. Okay, now I'm going to do that on the other side so that you can see. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, so that's rolling. The next thing we're going to do is stretch. I'm going to use my foam roller. I'm going to sit here in a child's pose or in a kneeling position. I'm going to drop my chest down right on my thighs, and I'm going to roll, push the roller out, and pull it back. As I push the roller out, I'm going to try to push the armpit down to the floor. I'm going to do this for 5 to 10 repetitions and hold the end range for about a count of 3. Let's go ahead and do that on the other side. Okay, next thing we're going to do is take a light kettlebell. Now, if you haven't used a kettlebell, I recommend that you use just a very light dumbbell or even a shoe. A shoe will work. So what we're going to do is the kettlebell armbar. I'm going to move these out of the way for safety. I'm going to get onto my side with my legs split and the arm, my working arm, vertical. This bottom arm, let me move back so that you can see this. This bottom arm is kind of resting. I'm using this as a headrest for right now. So I'm going to keep this arm vertical. Notice my shoulder is neutral, it's not rotated in, it's not rotated out, and I'm definitely not letting this weight pull me back. And once I'm in this position, I'm going to twist the hips. And allow that to gently help me stretch. You may feel this stretch in your chest muscles. Okay. Let me do that on the other side. As you're rolling the bell up, just for safety's sake, try not to pull it, even though this is a super light bell. Don't want you to pull it on top of your chest or anything like that. Okay, notice my arm's nice and vertical. Now you can do 5 to 10 reps of this, or you can hold it here for 30 seconds. So, we've rolled, we've stretched, now we're going to move. I'm going to take my trusty clubs here, and I'm going to do a simple movement that takes the shoulder through all of its patterns. I'm going to start here with my arms crossed, nice tall kneeling position. I'm going to squeeze my cheeks and embrace my abs. I'm going to lift the arms and rotate up. So if I keep my thumb extended on these clubs, I'm going to put the thumbs in the opposite pockets and then come up, do a double thumbs up. Another movement that I can do is come up and now bring the pinky up, little finger up. So that's movement. Last exercise, just opposite thumbs to the opposite pocket, thumbs up. Thumbs up, and then you can make a figure 8. Finally, we're going to do just a simple single leg pattern. Now I have a small space in here, so you're going to lose my head for a second. But the point of this is, we're going to do a single leg deadlift. We'll start with your weight on the ground. Pull the bell up. And you can do this for a couple of sets of 3 to 5 repetitions. Okay, so that's it. You're going to roll out for 30 seconds on each side. You're going to stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. If you're doing the arm bar, you can do 5 to 10 prying movements to help relax those chest muscles, chest and other shoulder muscles. For the club exercise, do 8 to 12 repetitions and 3 to 5 on the single leg deadlift. This shouldn't take that long. Remember, your purpose is to train. This is just to get your body prepared for work. So maybe 5 minutes at the most on the front of the exercise. If you want to expand some of these techniques, you can have an entire training day dedicated to stretching. Thank you. Share this video. Leave your comments below. And I'll see you on the next video. And also, if you have something, an exercise technique that you'd like to see, leave it in the comments below, and I'll make that for you, because I want to make sure that you're getting the information that you need. See you next time.